Hey everybody, and welcome to Wednesday's virtual STEAM program. It's called Let's Make Bean and Seed Mosaics. My name is Jess. I'm a library associate from the Lake Hazel branch here in Boise, Idaho. I'm involved with programs such as Craft Time, Family Story Time, Music and Movement, After School Kids programs, and more. I love crafting though, it's one of my favorite things to do, and I'm going to show you step by step how to make a beautiful bean and seed mosaic shadow box. First of all, what are mosaics? Mosaic is an art form that is at least 4,000 years old and originated in Mesopotamia with bits of colored stones, glass, and other materials. Mosaic also has a version that is used in terracotta combs with the points pushed into clay to create a decorative surface. The Greeks used pebbles to create the decorations. Today we're going to use bean seeds and other materials you may find around your house, such as rice, beads, or pebbles, or whatever you want to use that would work for this project. So to start out, you will need just a few supplies to get us started. You'll definitely need a CD jewel case, and you can probably find this around the house. Any CD that you or your parents aren't listening to anymore, and you'll just have to remove it in a little bit, and I'll show you how to do that. You'll need craft or tacky glue. That is very important. Elmer's glue or things like that are really sticky, like super glue, definitely will not work for this project. Your choice are bean or seeds. You can use any beans, I think would work fine. Lima beans, black beans, white beans, kidney, any of that. You can also use sunflower seeds. Bird seeds might be too small, but you're welcome to try those too. Craft paint, that is optional if you want to paint some of your beans later on. And you'll definitely need a paintbrush if you decide to do that. And you'll also need a template to put your beans on and glue them to. So the next step is that you'll have to choose a template. And I've created over 20 different templates for you to choose from and use. So you can actually do this a few times if you have a few templates that you love and really want to try out. So just as long as you have enough beans, I guess, for them. So they're all different skill levels. Some are really easy, some are a little harder, but you can pick which one is right for you. So here's a link where you'll find the templates to choose from, and you can print these at home. It's a Google Doc. I apologize for the long link. Let me know if you have any trouble accessing it. Another option is that you can pick up a free pre-packaged kit that I made at the Lake Hazel branch. There are while supplies last, so if we have any left, but you can contact me at my email, jmcpherson@adalive.org, and I'll send you one to the closest local ACL branch, whether it's Victory Star or Hidden Springs. All right, well, now that we're ready to begin and you have all your supplies together, let's get started with the bean and seed mosaics. So the first thing you'll have to do is remove the CD insert. And this is where you'll place your template, and here's the easiest way to do that. So the first thing you want to do is carefully remove the outer layer, like the front of the case, by removing it from the hinges. These cases sometimes can break easily, so just do it one at a time. Once that is separated, put that aside and pull the CD insert from the left side. Just try to gently, you'll hear a little click to pull it up, and then you can pull it out of there. If your CD has like some artwork on the back or a jacket on the front, you can just discard that, and because we're not going to need it. Next, you'll have to choose your template, and you just print out the template and trim it down to size. The templates I provided should be measured correctly to fit the inside, but you may have to trim them down just a little bit. And you can do this with multiple ones. So like I said, if you find one that you really like and you do that and you want to do another one, you're welcome to that. They're there for you to print out. After you selected which one you're going to use, have a parent print it out for you. Regular printer paper is fine, but cardstock definitely works better. It's thicker and it won't wrinkle once you saturate it with glue. So cut out the template along the solid lines, like I said, and trim it a little up if necessary so it fits firmly into the CD jewel case. Now it's time for you to choose your bean and seeds. You're going to choose which bean and seeds to use for your mosaic. Once you've chosen your template and have placed it into the CD case, select which beans and seeds you're going to use. And I think it's a good idea to place your bean and seeds before gluing to make sure you have enough for each section of one sort of bean or seed. You could just like have barely not enough to fill in like an outlined section. Like I said earlier, any type of beans or larger seeds are ideal, such as pinto, red, black, white, or kidney beans. Lentils, rice, corn kernels, and sunflower seeds also are all great. If you do plan on painting, you may want to use white beans or rice if you want to paint lighter colors, because those will stick a lot better. Okay, and now we're going to start gluing. Begin by adding small amounts of glue, one section at a time. Tacky glue doesn't dry too fast, but if you put all your glue at once, it might dry before you get to the end of it. With your tacky glue, dab small glue dots on where you intend to place your beans and seeds. And it's best to do one section of your picture at a time so you know how much space on the template you're going to work with. You might end up having more beans than you thought you would, and because they can take up a lot of space. So this is the part where you'll just continue to glue your mosaic. You'll add your glue dabs, squeeze a little bit of glue to a section, a little bit at a time, place your choice of bean seed there, and just move on to the next section. Just do one at a time. Don't use too much glue. It's very thick, especially tacky glue, and it's also fast grabbing, so you really don't need to apply too much because if you're using printer paper, it's definitely going to oversaturate your paper. A little goes a long way with tacky glue. Then finally, just let it dry. Just move on to the next section while the other section's drying. So try not to move the beans once they're placed because it can get really messy. All right, next we're going to move on to painting your mosaic. You're going to choose your colors and your paint. I recommend using washable or tempera paint for this project. I did use acrylic paint on some of the beans as a tester, and it did turn out a lot blotchier, and I had to apply more coats. Plus, acrylic paint will stain your clothes and fabric, so it's just better to go with washable or tempera paint. And then you can just choose your colors that will best reflect your mosaic art. Obviously, you can see I chose to do the rainbow. So I thought the corn kernels were good for orange, but I did every other color that I was going to paint. Well, sort of. I think I'd save the black beans at the end for purple, but I thought the maroon kidney beans were just so pretty with the rainbow. So just use the colors that you think are going to be best. Okay, so you want to paint the lighter color beans first because you're probably going to have to use extra paint on those because if you want them to show up more vibrant. So they're going to take longer to dry, but that's okay. So we'll start with those. Then you can space out your colors. That's a good tip to do. You might not want to paint all your beans and seeds. Some have really natural, beautiful colors that you might want to keep as they are. So space out the beans and seeds you want to paint so to enhance the natural earth tones of the others. Finally, use darker colors on the dark beans and seeds. For the black beans on my rainbow, I painted them purple and I think they showed up pretty good. And you actually don't have to use much paint for the darker colors. They'll show up just fine. All right, you're basically done. You just gotta let your paint sit and dry. It can take a little bit of time to dry. Tempera and craft paint is water-based, so it might just take a little time. If you want to hurry it up, maybe like put it in the windowsill and let the sun catch it. Finally, close the case and display your work. Once your mosaic is dry, close it up and prop it upright to see your beautiful mosaic. If you like, you can like apply some scotch tape to the outside of it so it won't open, or you can make another one and use the same CD case if you'd like to. You don't have to leave it in there. It's up to you. It's your mosaic. Great job, everybody. So thank you so much for participating in today's STEAM virtual event. I'd really love to see how your guys' mosaics turn out, so you can share a photo of your mosaic with us. You can share it on our Facebook page or Instagram, or you can just email it to me directly if you just want to show me. All right, and that's it for today. If you have any questions or comments or need supplies or want to send me a picture of your finished work, here's my email and our website and our phone number at Lake Hazel. So thank you so much for tuning in to today's STEAM virtual program, and I hope you have a great day and your mosaics turn out beautifully.